How's everyone's day today? Hopefully a little toastier than mine. It's kind of cold. We've been getting hit with nonstop snow. And the little cabbie is not where she needs to be right now. We just ran out of fuel this morning, so I had to get a couple jugs of fuel for the stove. So yeah, this is just daily life here in rural Alaska. My wife's inside making us some bread. We'll probably eat some moose steaks and some slices of bread tonight for dinner. I'll probably come out and do some more work on the little cabin here at some point when the snow slows down a little bit. It's pretty icy and cold right now though. Lots of snow. I mean, look, the snow's all the way up to the window line inside the cabin right now. That's crazy. Winter's along here. It's actually getting to the time of year where funds in the account are starting to get real low, so it's really time for me to get back to work. So today I'll be heading to one of my jobs. I'm going to be doing some snow shoveling so I can get down to where I can do some framing actually. And if you want to eat, you have to have money to buy flour so your wife can make you bread and stuff like that. It's not real complicated. Hard part is just making it happen. This time of year, who wants to work, you know what I mean? Answer is nobody. Nobody wants to work this time of year. Not outside. I mean, inside's fine, but my work is all done outside. It's a lot easier said than it is done for me anyways. I'm sure there's a handful of you guys that can relate, and a handful that cannot. We pay between $7 and $10 a day in fuel this time of year to keep our house warm. Some of you are wondering why I don't have a wood stove. It's because this isn't actually my cabin. I did build this cabin, but this cabin was a gift for my sister while I built me and my wife's cabin. It's a beautiful little cabin, like 16 by 20, 2-story, nice roof. Well, I'm gonna go inside now and turn the heater on. Well, I'm gonna load everyday consistent until I get this project done over here. I haven't given you guys any content on YouTube in a while, and mostly it's due to this the time of year it is, and it's busy. I just got done coaching basketball and stuff, but it's time to make money. Funds are getting low, and it's just time to put my head down and work. This is where I'm at. This is my next project. I got an addition I'm putting on the side of this house. It'll be a master bedroom. This is my metal. My 2x10s I'm gonna be framing with, pressure treated under there. Pressure treated plywood. And you can't see it right now, but I have to snow shovel out where I poured concrete earlier this fall before we went into winter here. Little spec cabin for these guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to this. All right, guys. We are done with the first stage of digging this out, which is getting the fresh 2 feet of snow off the top. Yes, we have only got the mere perimeter, and as you can see, there is still a good 1.5 feet of ice, at least on this outer edge. You know, it is 10 feet wide, 24 long forward here, plus this little mud room that's going to be added on the front. This will be the master room. This is a pre-existing master room. It's going to get extended out 10 feet, and it's going to be a drop down just so we can continue this roof line out where you won't be bonking your noggin going in and out of this room. But as you can see, for example here, you know, the top of, or the bottom of my 2x10 is going to be sitting on that concrete post, which means about a foot of snow has to come out of here because it all has to tie back into the building there. On that note, now that I need to go get a square point, this might be a good opportunity for me to take a little lunch break here. My goal today, get this dug out, move some metal so I can start placing some boards down. Like I said, I am vowing right now to post a new video of this project every day until it is complete. That means I have to work hard every day. Hopefully for the next couple weeks, the addition will be done. I think it'll go by a lot faster, and I think you guys will be really impressed. I think hopefully it'll encourage you guys to realize, hey, maybe this is something I can do. Anyways, I don't want to ramble on for too long. I'm gonna go get a quick bite to eat, come back and finish my shoveling project here. But I'll see you guys back in a minute. Good news. My wife made me a chicken wrap. Pretty fantastic. Just chicken and cheese, essentially. And I literally walked from the house to my truck, and I've eaten half of it. My house is 20 feet away. Oh well. I gotta get back to it. We got work to do. Maybe I'll share a little story during the second half of my day today. I would love to get to the point in my life where I don't have to do construction every day to make a living. I'd love to get to the point in my life where I can, you know, go back to enjoying the work of my hands a little bit more, you know? I immensely enjoy videography. I'm learning so much from it. I've watched hundreds of hours of making YouTube videos, retaining retention, you know, making interesting content and stuff. Why I haven't applied that, I don't know. I'm working on it, guys. You guys can help me out, though. So if it's something as small as giving me a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, or leaving a comment on what you think I could do to make my stuff more interesting. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go inside my parents here and fill up on some water. I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna tell you a story. You guys don't want to hear a story. You guys want to hear about. I'll tell you top 10 most interesting Alaska facts. That's what we'll do. All right. I'm gonna get some water here, and it's quite the process. I gotta shovel snow into a big old barrel and make a fire and melt the snow down, and that has to go through a couple series of filters and the water treatment test. It's a lot, but anyways, I'll go do that real fast, and then I'll be back in a minute. Perfect. Now, I'm going to share with you guys 10 cool, amazing Alaska facts. Starting with fact number 1. Alaska is the largest state, which I'm sure most of you guys knew, more than twice the size. I think it's like 2.5 times the size of Texas, which is the second largest state. But it's funny because Texas is known as the large state, which is comical to us who live here in Alaska, because Alaska is 2.5 times bigger than Texas. Second fun fact, Alaska holds 17 of the 20 highest peaks in the United States. So the 20 highest points, like mountain-wise, Alaska has 17 of those. And the tallest one being Denali, which is over 20,000 feet in elevation. Next, we have the pure fact that Alaska is home to over 100,000 glaciers. Yes, 100,000 glaciers, which makes up a little over 3% of its total landmass. Is just ice. This does not count. Also, Alaska has more coastline than all the other states combined. It's a lot of coastline. Exactly how many miles, I do not know. But a lot, guys. Fun fact number 5. Alaska is home to over 130 active volcanoes. I'm sure some of you guys have maybe heard of the Ring of Fire. That's in Alaska. Fun fact number 6. Alaska is derived from the Aleut word Alyeska, which means great land. Next fun fact, I believe number 7. There is approximately 1 bear for every 28 people that live in the state of Alaska. 1 bear. For every 28 people you see, there is approximately 1 bear. 1 shovel at a time. That's what we need every time. Big old piece like that. Fun fact number 8. In the northernmost city in Alaska, Barrow, also known as Tugiak, in the summertime, the sun doesn't set for nearly 3 months. Which I'm sure you know what that means in the wintertime for about the same amount of time. That's right. Sun doesn't come up. In the state of Alaska, we have hundreds of thousands, if not probably millions of lakes. And our largest lake, Lake Iliamna, is wider than the state of Connecticut. A little over 77 miles long, I believe. That's crazy. And for our final most awesome fact, in 1867, the United States of America purchased Alyeska from Russia for approximately 2 cents an acre. Which equivalated to about $7.2 million for the state of Alaska. Imagine that. $7.2 million gets you the greatest state of all time. Of course, that was back in 1867, which would probably be the equivalent of $20 billion or something like that. Can actually someone do the math for me on that? What would that work out to be nowadays? $7.2 million in 1867 compared to like if the US were to purchase Alaska nowadays from Russia. They probably wouldn't even sell it. If only they knew the gem that they sold. Although if they were willing to give away their own land for that much, was this their crappiest piece? Is the greatest piece of American land the crappiest piece of Russian land? I don't know. We'll get back to you guys on that someday. Okay. So far, I have found 3 of like 7 or 8 concrete columns. Great start. Definitely have a handful more to find, let alone the entire center of this thing to take out. Yeah, if I can get all this ice out today and get it down to where I can just start working on this really, that'd be great. Then I just come back tomorrow and start my framing duties. I wish I had definitely spent a little bit more time in the fall and got my floor framed up, but it's just so busy. This all looks good in here. I have to take some more out of the center right in here. But that far edge, I guarantee you I'm gonna have to do some digging, especially in between this one and that corner. I think there's gonna be some digging going for sure. Obviously I've been digging for 28 minutes and I don't want you guys to sit here and watch that much of me digging snow, but I'll get a couple cool action shots and make it interesting. Anyways, I hope you guys have just been immensely enjoying your guys' winters. There's a lot of big, beautiful things coming to Alaska Smack this coming year. You're gonna wanna stay tuned. I promise you that. Don't miss out on what is to come. We got some crazy cool Alaskan adventures. There's some stuff I filmed from this fall and during this winter break here that you guys are definitely going to want to see and catch up on. Hopefully I can just upload consistently for you guys. I will be uploading every day for the next couple weeks that it takes me to do this project here, so you can slowly see the progress. We'll go over more fun facts, big news, fun things going on, and maybe we'll be doing some giveaways as well. Definitely stay tuned for that. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.